right, so we're going to continue dividing polynomials. On this one, we're going to look at synthetic division instead of long division. So there was a video the video before this one for the notes page is about long division, and this is a similar idea, although we're going to use synthetic. So it's just a way of writing it kind of in a simpler format without the variables. So if we have 2x cubed minus 5x squared minus x plus 3, and we want to divide that by the binomial x plus 3, we can write it in this format, and it kind of just depends on where you see the format, but it's always written something along these lines. And where they got the 3 from, darn it. I don't know why it does that, going backwards. So they have this negative 3 out front, and where this came from is actually the x plus 3. And what we do is, if this is a root, because we're dividing by that, so we're being told that's a root, it equals 0, which means if I solve, I'm just going to subtract 3 on both sides and I get negative 3. So really, you don't necessarily have to take that full step each time. You can just take this root and look at it and go, it's going to kind of be the opposite of whatever's happening here. So it would be negative 3. So this is what we're going to use out in front here, and even though we're doing synthetic division, we're actually using it as a multiplier. And then we're going to list the coefficients only. Coefficient is the number out in front. You do want to make sure if there's anything skipped that you take note of that. So what I mean by skipped is it should go x cubed, x squared, x, no x. So it should, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, so that's how it should go. If any of them are missing, say that x squared wasn't there, you need to fill that piece in your synthetic division with a 0, showing that space, like kind of placeholder. So with this one, nothing is skipping. They're all there. So I have 2, I have negative 5, this is a 1 or negative 1, and a 3. So now what I do once I have this set up is the first one just comes straight down. So I have 2, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply that by the negative 3. So 2 times negative 3, that's negative 6, so that goes right here. And then we add straight down. So negative 5 plus negative 6 is negative 11. I'm going to multiply that by the negative 3 and put that answer up here. So negative 3 times negative 11 is positive 33. When I add negative 1 plus 33, I get 32. I'm going to multiply that by negative 3 again, and I get negative 96. 3 plus negative 96 is negative 93. So this is a remainder. If I have 0, that means there's nothing left over and it went in evenly. If there's anything other than 0 here, it means there is some kind of remainder. So the answer, dang it, again, is 2x squared minus 11x plus 32 plus negative 93 over x plus 3. So how did they get these pieces? Well, if you look up here, we started with x squared, and then, or x cubed, and we went to x squared, and then x. Well, when we divide it down, basically we're taking it a step down for the degree. So there's 2, and instead of x cubed, it's going to be x squared now. I just take it one step down from where it started. And then 11x, so it was squared, now it's just a 1. And then we take it one step down here, so there's no x left here, but we do have plus 32, and then our remainder just gets tacked on the end. So let's actually practice one of these so we can see it happening. So we have 3x squared plus 18x plus 29, and we want to divide that by x plus 4. So x plus 4, I would subtract 4 on both sides, and I'd end up with negative 4. So that is going to be my multiplier. And then I'm going to put my coefficients here. So I have 3, 18, and 29, and it's squared 1, so 2, 1, nothing, or 0 for my exponents. So 3, 18, 29. So remember, the first one comes straight down. So I have 3, and then I'm going to multiply negative 4 times the 3, and I get 12, or negative 12. So that's what goes right here. And I'm going to add straight down, and I get 6. 18 plus negative 12 is 6, because it's the same thing as saying 18 minus 12. So now I'm going to go 6 times negative 4, and I get negative 24, which that's the number that goes up here. 29 minus 24 is 5. So this is my remainder, because it's the last thing that I did, and it's not a 0. So now I have, it started with squared, so remember, we're going to take a step down for that first one. So it's just going to be 3x plus 6, and then plus the remainder, which is 5 over x plus 4. All right, so that is synthetic division. I believe we're going to practice this a bit more in the future. So this is a little bit more of just an introduction to it, but there's two methods to dividing polynomials by binomials, and that's long division or synthetic division. You can also actually use factoring. That's another option. So I hope this helped, and I will see you in the next video.